Manchester United have, we've bid for Šeško, and the proposal is worth 85 million euros. And you know based on what we knew before was United would bid for Šeško only if they got an idea or an indication from him that he would choose them. And if they have bid for Šeško, does this mean that Šeško has chosen United, or like does this mean that they got a confirmation, a communication from Šeško's camp that he prefers United? Let's find all of that in this video. We're gonna break it down for you. So today I have with me my amazing and intelligent friend who I'm going to talk to about this transfer. So please let us know.
Yeah, so like I just said, see, Newcastle bid for Sesko like around 90 million, and we have bid like around 85 million. So yes, obviously we have bid less for Sesko. So that gives like us a small indication that maybe yes, Sesko wants to move to United instead of Newcastle. So I think there's like a little bit of like safety margin there. But I think still it's a lot of money for someone like Sesko who's young, inexperienced, playing in not like that kind of league, and he hasn't like scored the goals too. So I'm still a bit like I'm a bit sure about him, but if he plays well, then yeah, I mean I'll be happy, I guess.
All right. So, man, see, we bid 85 million. He's, he's an amazing striker. He's still only 22. He's aerially good. And we've seen some of the goals he scored. Okay, they're not exactly, okay, so yeah, they're not exactly like the goals he scored. They're not exactly like system or like build-up goals. Like a lot of the goals that we're seeing, they're more solo effort goals, like long shots, like bangers and everything. So, okay, in United under Amarim's new system, he's going to get a lot of chances where he's going to have to do a Haaland type of job where he just has to be at the end of the ball, the end of the through ball, and just tap it in, strike it in. But he also has the ability to score bangers and hit outrageous shots, and finish the shot and score a goal from outrageous positions. His jumping is really good. He is a pretty good finisher. He's still developing. He's not exactly the finished product, but there is great potential in him. And yeah, so with Ineos so far, with all their scouting and everything, they've not made huge mistakes. Let's look at all the previous signings they've made. They've made Lenny Euro, who's been amazing for okay. Real Madrid were after him. They've got an Ugarte, who's okay. The fans have divided opinions, but I think so far he's been pretty good. They've brought in who else? Xerxes. Xerxes, they were good for they were flashes of brilliance, but okay, there were injuries, and it took him time to settle into the league. So we can, keep him aside as a special case. But Mazraoui, they bought Mazraoui, and everybody loves Mazraoui. Like he's also part of this, six member team that Amarim created, that Amarim told us about recently, who enforced discipline and all of that into the squad. So I think, see, Ineos have been great with their scouting. Okay, yeah, they brought Cunha and Mbumo. Like, come on. They've been good with their scouting. So if they are these guys who are stingy as fuck are going and bidding 85 million euros for Šeško, a striker. I think it has to say something about Šeško because, look at how stingy Ineos have been and how good the scouting has been. Yeah, so include both of that. If they are willing to spend 85 million euros, I think there is something about Šeško.
I mean, yes. I mean, let's see. I'm not going to say that he doesn't have the potential. He has it, and yes, he has the potential to play well for us, score like a lot of goals and all that. But like how I am, yeah, because we've seen it happen with Hoyland, and we've seen it happen with many players in the past, like Sancho and all. And it's still like it's a big fee, to be honest. It's a big fee to spend on a striker when we could spend on like a midfielder instead. You know.
See, for midfielder right now, okay, as of now, what we know is with recent reports and everything, we don't really need to sell a player to get the money for Sesko. I think for our midfielder and goalkeeper positions, the money for that is going to come from, um, the sales of Anthony, Ganacho, and Sancho, and yeah, maybe Malacia. But I don't think we're going to get a lot of money for Malacia because no one wants Malacia right now. We're trying to sell him for peanuts, like 3 million, 2 million, and all of that. But still there's no one in for him. But yeah, I think we can get a good 20 million from Sancho, a good I think easy 40 million for Garnacho. And as for Anthony, maybe 20, 25 million, and that adds up to around 70 million. And I think Lamens, who is going to be like, see, Onana's not leaving the club, so we have to either go for Lamens or keep Bandir. And I think we will go for Lamens, and Lamens is not more than 20 million. So we'll have good money for a midfielder, maybe Hayden Hackney or Javi Guerra from Spain. But yeah, I think, see, Sesko is a very good talent, and we have to make sure that we do not make him into another Hoyland where we buy him for 70 million. Okay, see, first of all, Hoyland was really talented, and there were a lot of clubs after him. Bayern Munich took a look at him once, but yeah, we destroyed him. You look at Hoyland in his first 6 months in the Champions League. Okay, Premier League, it took time for him to adjust, but look at the Champions League, how amazing he was. Like, he had amazing talent, and we destroyed him. So I think Sesko is that kind of a player who has amazing talent. He's a little ahead of what Hoyland was when he came to United. Hoyland had good two professional seasons, and then he came to United, and he scored like a very few goals before coming to United. But Šeško has scored a lot of goals. Don't take a look at just like one season, and take a look at 3, 4 seasons where he's been doing really good. And yeah, we've been linked with him ever since he was 19. And yeah, we also tried to get him, for 50 million pounds or 50 million euros last summer, and we failed. And after we failed, we went and got Xerxes. So yeah, we've been linked with him for a very long time. Our scouts really think he's a great player. And one thing I would like to say is our scouts are really good. It's the management that's been shit. So if our scouts have, held on to him for such a long time, I think he is worth the money. I think he's worth the shot. I wouldn't say he's worth the 85 million euros. I'd say more of a 70 million euro player, but I think he's really worth, the shot. I think he is the person that United should look at right now, because if you look at Mateta, I don't want a tank, or like, oh, I don't think Amarim wants a statue in the box. I don't think we'd also want Watkins, because Watkins will give you 2, 3 seasons max, and there's no resale value for him, and he's going to take a lot of wages. He's going to take an easy 200 grand a week. Sesko, on the other hand, maybe maximum he'll take is 120 grand a week. So yeah, financially, okay, right now we're paying more, but the wages are lower for Sesko.
Yes,
So
I mean, yeah, yeah. Obviously, it'll be lower for Sesko because he's less like he's not as popular as like the other strikers, you know. Yes,
yeah.
obviously it'll be lower, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, so see, I think Ben Jacobs has said that Newcastle fear that if United and Newcastle, give a similar offer, Sesko is going to choose United. But yeah, there's also a news saying that his camp has agreed terms with both Newcastle and United, and it depends on Leipzig now as to who they will choose. So I think, see, United will get this through. I think United will somehow get this through, because you see how Newcastle's been that, one. I'll tell you a reference to what Newcastle have been this summer window. They've been that one girl who's been rejected more than anyone else. They got rejected by Cunha. They got rejected by Mbumo. They got rejected. I mean, now they're getting rejected by their own player. They're getting rejected by Isaac, who wants to leave to Liverpool. They also got rejected by Ekitike. And yeah, so they've been rejected by so many players this summer. No one wants to go to Newcastle. Like, what's the point of Champions League football when no one wants you? So I think, yeah, United have a very promising project, and Sesko most probably will choose United. I want him to choose United, but I also don't want us to overpay. So yeah, there must be somehow something we can
I
do.
mean, like, see, if you look at Sesko, he won't have a preseason with us.
Yeah.
He'll play straight into the Arsenal game if he starts the
Um,
game, which I
you see,
doubt he'll start. He'll be on the
see,
bench probably.
yeah, you see, at this point, any striker we buy will not have a preseason with us, because
Yeah.
there's not enough games. So I think I think we should keep that out. I think Hoyland will start the first game, or Xerxes will start the first game, and yeah, we might slowly increase the training for the new striker and bring him on after the first 9 games, 10 games. We'll give him substitute appearances in the first 9 to 10 games, and then slowly build his fitness up, build his, compatibility with the Premier League, and then try starting him. But yeah, there's one more thing about this Sesko deal. If we sign Sesko, there are reports saying that United will sell Hoyland. I do not want them to sell Hoyland, because it will reduce our striker depth. Like, if we have Sesko, who else do we have as our striker? We have Chido. And Xerxes is not a standout striker in Amarim's system. He's gonna most probably play as the number 10. So we need someone who can come off the bench, keep the same physicality as Šeško, which, okay, Højlund can do, who has pace, which Højlund has. And I would tell you, even though Højlund's confidence has been terrible, he is still better than Xerxes in the air. He's faster than Xerxes. He is more physical than Xerxes. So Xerxes can be used to link up play, but if you want a player like Šeško, who's attacking, going with the through balls, making good runs. See, Højlund has always made good runs for United. It's just that he was with Garnacho and Rashford and Antony, and they never used to find him. But the one thing that has not gone away from him is that he makes amazing runs. Amazing runs through the defenders and all of that. So yeah, I think we should keep Højlund. Give him one last season. We shouldn't be selling him for 30 million pounds, whatever. Like I think that's what United want to sell him for, but we shouldn't sell him for that. So yeah, so that's it. That's the end of this video. And yeah, United have bid 85 million euros for Šeško, and Newcastle have bid 90 million euros. Neither offer has been accepted by Leipzig. And yeah, we've also got reports that Šeško has agreed terms with both camps, and it's up to Leipzig now. What they want is what decides which deal goes through. So yeah, thank you for watching the video, and bye.